Hey, what's up guys? This is the Power Up Mushroom. I'm coming to you with a video, and that video is pretty much my view on console fanboys and where I stand in the whole, console war thing. And the reason I want to do this video, I was going through articles, and under a letter for Persona 5, like I guess one of the creators for Persona 5, he wrote a letter out to all the fans, and there was a bunch of fans, thanking him, thank you for the letter, that's so cool. And then, out of nowhere, an Xbox fanboy, of course, pops up and, he starts, saying like, oh, this game sucks, all you do is just talk to people, there's no gameplay involved in anything. And it really I guess it triggered me a little bit because then, PlayStation 4 people came in and they were like, oh, you don't know anything about games, all you guys have is first-person shooters and on the Xbox One. And then, there's a little Nintendo Switch guy just standing there like, he doesn't know what to do, so he just stands there because he can't say anything. Because all he'll say is just, I have Breath of the Wild. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, like, it's crazy to me, like, when people, like, when they start fighting over consoles, or, like, people, they just sell their soul to one complete console, and they just completely disregard anything else that's released. And I've seen this happen a lot lately, but more likely, I'm sorry guys, for PC Master Race people, but y'all are kind of, I'm not saying everybody, but I've seen a lot of people from PC Master Racers jump in. And of course, yes, we know PC is the Master Race. Like, PC win. I'm not kidding. PC, you win. I'm sorry. I admitted it there. PC, you guys win. Just leave me alone. I'm talking about PlayStation, Xbox right now. But as far as exclusives go, I mean, like I said, I saw these people fighting over the exclusives and everything, and it frustrated me a little bit because in the end of the day, like, they didn't really, people are fighting over what? Just that Xbox has Halo and PlayStation has Uncharted, or, I mean, really, it just kind of baffled my mind a little bit, and it just got me thinking, like, why do they fight like this? Because in the end of the day, we're all gamers at the end of the day. We all play games. We all play preferred genres of games. Like me, I prefer JRPGs or maybe more adventure games, rather than people who probably prefer like first-person shooter games and go from where they Call of Duty franchises or something like that. And it gets me thinking, like, well, why do people do this? Like, why would you completely disregard something, like, if it's not a part of your genre, or if more specifically, why it's not a part of your preferred console? Like I said, I've seen people go on, PlayStation rants, and this is both sides, by the way, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Nintendo, where they'll just say, oh, PlayStation sucks, PlayStation 3 sucks, it didn't have any party chat or anything when it came out, or Xbox sucked, you guys don't have any good exclusives or anything. And it's just, when people say that, my question always to the people is, like, when I'm playing online, like, sometimes I'll play on my Xbox, I'll hear people chatting like, oh yeah, PlayStation 4 sucks, or I'll be on PlayStation 4 and people will say, oh yeah, Xbox sucks, they don't have anything, Scalebound got canceled. And it's just, my question to them always is like, have you guys played the other console? And almost all the time, if you want to just settle something, just ask them that question. More likely they'll say no, or they'll say, yeah, I did, and you'll ask them, how long did you have it for, or how long did you play it? More than likely, they'll probably say that they played the other console of whatever the opposite they preferred, their preferred console. They'll say that they played it like maybe 30 minutes or something. But let me just say that there is a difference between preferred consoles and just like me. I prefer, like, I'm gonna just straight up say I prefer, like, PlayStation over Xbox. But I'm not all for PlayStation and I'm not all for Xbox. I'm not going to be taking sides. If PlayStation does something stupid, I'm going to go ahead and call it out. Or, like, if I don't like something that PlayStation is doing, I'm going to say it. Or if I don't like what Xbox is doing, I'll say it. But I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to stand behind them all the way through and just completely, follow them blindly. I'm going to say, like, no, I don't agree that you should, I don't think you should make a Killzone 4, I'm sorry. Or, like, no, I don't think you should do Halo 6 yet. Or, stuff like that. And it's just, or like PlayStation, or like how they were blocking that entire recording thing. I thought that was pretty stupid, how they block capture cards in certain parts of the game. I don't know, but I mean, there's a difference between preferred console, people who prefer certain consoles and will say I prefer this console, but then there are a difference between those people and the people that say, like, oh no, PlayStation sucks, we've never played it and it's just crap. Or, Nintendo sucks, Wii U has no good exclusives, when they haven't touched it. And one good example is when the PlayStation 3 was out for, when it was like around and really relevant, it still kind of is, but the big days of Halo, or not Halo, of the PlayStation 3, when The Last of Us came out, I was playing more Xbox than PlayStation. PlayStation I always used for more like my one-player games, and Xbox I use more for my multiplayer games, and it's still kind of like that way today. And when The Last of Us came out on the PlayStation 3, I had people, as friends, ask me like, yo, why aren't you on Xbox at all anymore? You're never on Xbox. What are you doing? And I'm just like, oh, The Last of Us came out. It's a really cool game. You should totally check it out. And he straight, like, I didn't even finish my sentence, and I have like friends and people just say, oh, Last of Us sucks. PlayStation sucks. It sucks. And literally, like I said, my question to everybody, whoever says something like that, is: have you played the game? Have you played the other console? Have you tried games on that console? I understand that people, when they spend money, the consoles are expensive, and along with PCs too, those are super expensive. I understand why they would love their console and why they prefer to just stick with that. But doesn't mean you should like just completely disregard and like crap on every other console that's out or every other game that's released on the console, especially exclusives. And eventually I let them borrow my PlayStation 3, and I let them play The Last of Us. And yeah, eventually they came around, they're like, oh yeah man, I'm sorry, the game's really cool, man, and there's nothing, I've never played anything like that. Same's gone for PlayStation 3. I've played with people that have only touched PlayStation 3 and they've never touched Halo. Of course, I make them play Halo 3, and yeah, they enjoy the heck out of it, or or Gears of War, and it's just like I've had people, like friends that I had back then where they were only one-sided. They've kind of turned around and now they're kind of open to every game they play, and I tell them about it, and I just think that's how it should be. You should be open to games, because at the end of the day, we're all gamers here. We're all playing video games. We all want to enjoy games created by these awesome developers for our enjoyment. At the end of the day, we're all gamers. And we're here to enjoy the games. And it doesn't mean that you should completely go and just crap on someone else's, enjoyment because you don't have that console, or because you just completely just abandon that console, or like you don't want to go nowhere near it because that's the enemy of your console. It shouldn't be that way. It should really be just you being open and enjoying the games for what they are. Yeah, there are games that are exclusives, and it kind of sucks because some consoles don't get certain exclusives, and there are really great games like Uncharted 4. That's an exclusive just for the PlayStation 4, and that's an amazing game. Also Persona. But then Xbox has something like, no other console is going to get to experience, like Halo. They have a Halo. They have Gears of War. I don't know what else they have right now. I'm sorry. If they have something else, please let me know in the comment. Yeah, I don't know what they got. I legit don't know what else. What does Xbox have? No, I think they have the first Titanfall. There you go. They have the first Titanfall, and it's just, people should stay open when it comes to games like that. And it's not me trying to pick on Xbox or anything, or me trying to pick on PlayStation 4 or Nintendo. I'm sorry I haven't mentioned Nintendo. They have a lot of good exclusives, but it's really more like people need to enjoy these games, and there's no reason for people, like I said, to go and crap on other people's games just because it's not part of their exclusives. Because in the end, games being or exclusives doesn't mean that your console is better, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to like the quality. I heard someone else mention this one time. I forgot who, but I've heard it twice with discussions with my friends. They mentioned it, that it's almost like a movie. We're not going to say that one movie is fantastic because of the visual effects or anything, or that one movie looks more spectacular, because in the end of the day, the movie can look fantastic, but the storyline could be crap. Same with a video game. The graphics might not be on par, but the gameplay could be awesome. Or they could have the best graphics ever, like maybe Call of Duty or something, and the gameplay could just be, it's repetitive and it's crap. It's not a good game. And it kind of falls in that same place, just where people, just because you guys have exclusives, like I said, I've seen fights like this before, that we've had, like PlayStation has better exclusives or Xbox has the superior exclusives and superior graphics or something. it doesn't matter. They're all games, and at the end of the day, we should be judging them for like what they are, and they're games for us to enjoy, and games for us to sit down and play with our friends. And like I said, if you're out there and you're kind of like thinking like maybe I should give another console a chance, if you have a friend, try out the console. Ask a friend if you could like switch consoles for like a day or two, or like just go over and play some games on their console, and just ask them like, if you're a PlayStation owner and you want to play an Xbox game, just go and ask them like, hey, can I play some Gears of War? I've never played the series. Show me what Gears of War is about. Or if you're an Xbox fan, go to the PlayStation 4 person and you just ask them like, yo, show me what a great game is on the PlayStation 4 because I kind of want to get into it. Or if you're just both of those consoles and you're just like, hey, I'm going to go to the Nintendo Switch. Hey, Nintendo Switch guy, what do you guys got? Breath of the Wild, by the way, that's it. And Mario Kart. But I mean, just enjoy it. Enjoy these games because the developers made them for everybody. It's just not something that you should completely crap on. I think it's kind of like if you made a food dish, like let's say you're a cook, you made a food dish, and because people have never tried macaroni, you made like the best macaroni, or so you've been told. And someone's never tried macaroni, and they'll just tell you, like, no, your macaroni sucks. And of course, your question would be like, oh, have you ever tried my macaroni? They'd probably say, no, I've never eaten macaroni before. I'm sorry, I eat strictly spaghetti. And you could, it's kind of like that. Like, tell those people to try out the macaroni. And not just stick with the spaghetti, you know what I mean? But, anyways, I'm using food as metaphors. I don't know why. But anyways, that's just something I want to talk about. And just, if you guys have any comments or thoughts about console fanboys, are you console fanboy? Why? Let me know in the description below or comments below. If you like this video, like, upvote, subscribe for more videos, gaming topics. If you have a gaming topic you want me to touch on, please give me ideas. But anyways, yeah, just leave them in the comments description below or comments below, and I will get to you as soon as I can. Like I said, I don't think I said it in this video, but no, gaming news has been kind of slow lately. We really don't have anything worth talking about other than I think the Breath of Fire collection. I heard something about that, so if I can look into that, maybe I'll do something on that, or talk about it a little bit. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Like I said, guys, enjoy your video games and learn to appreciate, what the other people have, and just be happy for them. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.